Hey everyone, welcome back. I want to talk about something that Gen X knows better than most people. And that is the difference between a hand up and a handout. You know, it's not just this cute little phrase to toss around like a frisbee at the summer barbecue with the family. It's a philosophy. It's a serious way of life. This creed that we lived by because, let's face it, no one was lining up to do things for us when we were coming up. You see, back in the day, if you needed to figure something out, you got your hands dirty. Your car broke down, you didn't just go call AAA unless it was an absolute last resort. You popped the hood, tinkered around. Maybe you called that one uncle who always smelled like motor oil and Marlboros, but you didn't have someone swoop in and fix it for you. You learned how to fix it yourself. And in the process, you learned how to handle the next thing that broke. And that's what a hand up is. It's someone showing you how to use the damn wrench instead of just tightening that bolt for you. It's teaching a man to fish instead of handing him a fillet and with a lemon wedge on the side. I mean, yeah, I know the phrase is older than dirt, absolutely, but it's still true. A hand up builds skills. A hand up builds character. And a hand up makes you capable of standing on your own 2 feet. And isn't that the whole point? Now, don't go getting me wrong. I'm not saying we should ignore people who need help. Hell no. What I'm saying is that help shouldn't come with a damn crutch. It should come with a blueprint and a pep talk. Here's how you do it. You've got this. But somewhere along the line, that idea got twisted. People started thinking it's kinder to just do things for others instead of teaching them how to do it themselves. I didn't even sure it's quicker. It's easier. It might even feel good in the moment. But what happens when you're not around to solve that problem next time? What happens when they got a flat tire and you're 3 states away? You're not helping someone if you're not giving them the tools to help themselves. You're just creating dependency. And dependency is a prison with invisible bars. A hand up is freedom. It's empowerment. It's saying, I believe in you enough to invest my time in teaching you. And that is love, folks. That is respect. Now, I know some people are going to hear this and roll their eyes, mumbling about how Gen X just doesn't get it. Oh, we get it. We get it way more than you think. We were the original latchkey kids, self-starters, the generation that the world just shrugged at and said, hey, go figure it out. You know what? We did. And we are definitely stronger for it. Let's take a small trip down memory lane here, shall we? Think about that era we grew up in. No internet, no smartphones. If you wanted to know something, you had to crack open a book. Ask someone who knew, or God forbid, experiment and learn through trial and error. We were the last generation to grow up analog and the first to embrace the digital. Which means we got 1 foot in the past and 1 in the future. We are the bridge. And that bridge wasn't built by getting handouts. It was built by hard work, by screwing up, by dusting ourselves off, and by trying again. Remember when we were kids and we wanted to earn money? You mowed lawns, you babysat, you ran a paper route. And if you didn't do it right, guess what? You didn't get paid. There was no safety net, no participation trophy just for showing up. Everything was performance-based. And that taught us real responsibility. It taught us the value of effort, the importance of doing a job well. You fast forward to today and it feels like a lot of people have forgotten those lessons. Now it's all about instant gratification. Need money? There's an app for that. Need a ride? Tap your phone. Need food? It'll be at your door in 20 minutes. Don't get me wrong. The technology is amazing, but it's also made a lot of people soft. It's created a culture where people expect solutions to just be handed to them instead of earning them. And that, folks, that is where we as Gen X come in. Okay, we got this responsibility here. We got to be the ones to remind people that life is not about shortcuts. It's about a journey. It's about building something real, something lasting. And you don't do that by just sitting around waiting for someone to do it for you. Now, look, I'm not saying we got it all figured out. Nobody ever has it all figured out. Far from it. But we have learned a few things along the way. And one of those things is when you help someone, really help them, you're not just solving their immediate problem. You're giving them the confidence to tackle the next one. You're showing them that they're capable, that they have what it takes. Think about the people that helped you in your life. The teachers who stayed late to explain something. The boss who took the time to show you the ropes. The friend who gave you tough love when you needed it most. Were those people giving you handouts? Hell no. They were giving you a hand up. They were investing in you, believing in you. And in doing so, they were truly making you better. And now I dare say it is our turn to pay it forward. I think maybe it's time we be the mentors, the teachers, the tough love friends. It's our turn to say, hey, I've been there and here's what worked for me. Not let me do it for you, but let me show you how. This isn't just about helping others. It's about legacy. I mean, it's about passing down values that made us who we are. Because if we don't, who will? Who's going to teach the next generation that life isn't about entitlement? That you've got to work for what you want, that the best thing in life comes from struggle and perseverance. We have to be the ones to do it. We've got to be the ones to say, enough with the handouts. Let's get back to the hand up. And yeah, it's not always easy. It's not always convenient, but it is worth it. Because every time you give someone a hand up, you're not just helping them, you're helping the world. You're creating a ripple effect that spreads far beyond anything you can see. So I have a challenge for you, for anybody that watches and listens. The next time someone comes to you for help, think about how you can give them that hand up instead of the hand out. Think about how you can guide them, teach them, empower them. Because that's what the world needs more of. Not quick fixes, but more people who are willing to put in the time and the effort and love to make real difference. I know, I get it. Some of you are sitting there thinking, Mike, this sounds great, but it's not my problem. Well, I hate to break it to you, but it is. It's all our problem because we're all in it together, whether we like it or not. And I mean, the only way we're going to get through it is by trying to teach each other. Give someone a hand up so they can lift themselves up, not by dragging each other down. You do a disservice when you just do everything for somebody and never teach them how to do it for themselves. So I say, let's do it the GenX way. Let's roll up our sleeves, get our hands dirty, and show the world what a hand up really looks like. You got a couple of years, we'll do this. If you're not going to listen, then we're basically going to be like, you had your chance, fuck you. But let's be that generation that teaches, that guides, maybe even a little bit of empowerment passed on. Let's be the generation who tries to leave things better than we found them. Because at the end of it all, it's the best you can hope for. It's the best we can do. So that's it. I'm done. That's over. It's finished. I've said enough. So everybody out there, as I always say, stay safe.